What if we're not the first civilization on Earth? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where everything we've learned about human history, from the ancient empires to the rise of civilization, is not all true. What if humanity's story, the ones we've been taught for centuries, is just a small chapter in a much bigger, forgotten narrative? A story where we are not the first civilization to rise, but instead the latest iteration in a never-ending cycle of societies, each one rising and falling, leaving behind clues for the next. Could this be true? What if the greatest civilizations the world has known weren't the first to achieve monumental advancements, but rather they inherited the legacy of a much older empire, an empire that is now hidden beneath the surface of the Earth? What if we are on the verge of uncovering evidence that humans aren't just the product of one civilization, but a part of something far older and more complex? This documentary takes you on a journey through history's lost civilizations and untold stories. It explores the idea that we may be the latest chapter in a much older saga. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about humanity's origins within a couple minutes. Let's start by talking about the birth of civilization. Our understanding of history. For centuries, we have been told that civilization began in the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, and the Indus Valley. These were the first known empires where humans transitioned from hunter-gatherers to agricultural societies, forming cities, developing writing systems, and organizing into complex civilizations. But what if this is just one small piece of a much larger puzzle? Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you something simple. Where are you listening from right now, not only on the map, but within your day? Are you settling down after hours that felt a little too full, or easing into rest earlier than usual? And what time is it where you are? It feels right to ask because the story we're about to enter exists beyond our usual sense of time. The world we're exploring tonight doesn't follow clocks or calendars. It unfolds across stretches so vast they hardly seem to move at all. If this space feels calming to you, or if gentle science helps your thoughts relax their hold, you're always welcome to like the video or subscribe. It simply helps this quiet corner reach others who may also be looking for something steady and unhurried to listen to, though there's never any rush here. Now let's begin gently as we dive back into what if we're not the first civilization on Earth? Humanity's first cities were founded between 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. The Sumerians, the Egyptians, and the Harappans gave us some of the most important inventions: the wheel, the plough, and the first form of writing. These cities were marvels of their time, but if we look a little deeper, we start to find that civilization's true origins might stretch much further back. What if these ancient empires weren't the first at all? What if they were built upon knowledge passed down from an even older civilization, one lost to the annals of time? What if these early humans simply rediscovered ancient wisdom that had been lost in a cataclysmic event? Consider the evidence that Göbekli Tepe provides. Located in modern-day Turkey, this 12,000-year-old site contains massive stone pillars arranged in intricate patterns that suggest advanced astronomical knowledge. The construction of this monument far predates the earliest known civilizations, yet it contains complex symbolism, alignment with celestial bodies, and technological advancements that shouldn't have been possible for its time. Could this be a survivor site from an ancient, forgotten civilization? Hidden technologies and ancient artifacts. Let's explore more deeply into the realm of ancient technologies. If a civilization existed long before recorded history, What kind of advanced technologies might they have developed? How could these technologies be so sophisticated that even today we struggle to replicate them? The Baghdad Battery is one such mystery. Found in Iraq, this pottery jar with copper and iron inside could have been an ancient battery used to store and generate electricity. The idea that ancient people could have harnessed electricity, something we associate with modern civilization, raises more questions than it answers. Could ancient civilizations have had access to electricity, wireless communication, or even powerful machines that we can only dream of today? Consider the pyramids of Giza. How did the Egyptians, with primitive tools, construct such precise, massive structures? The mathematical and geometric knowledge involved in constructing the pyramids is mind-boggling. Could this knowledge have been passed down by a predecessor civilization with access to technologies far more advanced than what we can comprehend? Perhaps, just perhaps, these technologies were rediscovered. They might not have been lost. They were simply forgotten, buried beneath centuries of time and natural disasters. What if we're not the first civilization? Finally, the big question we've been building to. What if we're not the first civilization on Earth? What if humanity is just one chapter in a much larger story of civilizations that have come and gone, leaving behind fragments of their wisdom, technology, and knowledge? Could we be the latest civilization in a cycle of rise and fall, destined to rediscover the lost civilizations of our past? What if our own advancements in technology, like space exploration or genetic engineering, are simply the next phase of knowledge that was passed down from those who came before us? And what if the collapse of civilizations is part of a much larger pattern, one that repeats itself over millennia, each new generation building upon the ruins of the old? Could global events, like the discovery of Atlantis or secret underground cities, be the clues that point us to the truth? What if the rise of new technologies like artificial intelligence or space colonization is our civilization's way of ascending to a higher level of knowledge, just as ancient civilizations once did before us? Well, the truth is, we may never know for certain whether we are the first civilization on Earth, or just the latest chapter in a never-ending cycle of human rise and fall. But the secrets are out there, hidden beneath the surface, waiting for us to uncover them. Whether it's in the form of ancient artifacts, mysterious ruins, or undiscovered technologies, the clues are waiting for someone to connect the dots. What if we are just the latest civilization, rediscovering what was once lost? It's a question that may change the way we see ourselves, our future, and our place in the universe. If you've been captivated by these mysteries, make sure to subscribe now to stay updated on future episodes of After Hours Tales. Join us as we continue to uncover history's greatest secrets and explore the mysteries of civilizations that may have come before us and those that could still be hidden beneath the surface. I wish you a peaceful and a pleasant rest tonight. Good night.